Good morning, everyone. Another game from Bulgaria versus Poland. Now we have Bulgaria-Bulgarian versus Poland-Terel. It's a burn matchup versus White Book, so House with the Red Door and White Book. Quickly looking into the... So first of all, we go with the Targaryen. House with the Red Door, a pretty standard choice these days for Targaryen. As I mentioned several times, our meta is not that favorable of a good card, so of a constructive play where it's Valerian Steel, we are more destructive player, so that's why burn. Also, we see a... So looks like that was only 2 cards in shadow. That's a pretty good setup. This is one of White Sword Tower is one of the key cards in the matchup for the Terrell. And he started with a setup. We see Barristan marshaled, get the moon found. Ambushed from the plot. Although I would like, considering there are 2 marches, I would definitely consider not playing these too early. Save them, the plots. So quickly into the plot decks. Targaryen. We have at the gates, Boat of the Dragon, Close Call, Wall from the Iron Bank, Double March to the Wall, and War Morghulis. And on the side of the Tyrell, we have Tourney for the King, Compelled by the Fate, Late Summer Feast, King in the North, White Swords twice, and Winter Festival. And let's see how this will go from here. So the initiative goes to the Tyrell, and he decided that the Bulgarian will be first. We see gaining gold. And let me my overlay. We haven't covered, I think, a lot of white book decks, so there is the queen that was promised, Danny, so this could work around the White Sword Tower in few ways different. And then so this says that you may include non-loyal Kingsguard characters from any faction in your deck. You must include at least 7 different Kingsguard characters, and they stand when they win challenge on defense, or they stand when they win a challenge if there is a king or a queen on the board. We see Duke for Barry, Red Wine Straits. The other key location that we found in this matchup is the... So this knight is going to die and Barristan gonna get marched, probably. Oh, and there is Teaming Septon coming out of shadow. Aside from the White Sword Tower, the other key location that we found in testing is the Arbor Queen, because it helps in the burn matchup so tremendously. Pretty good start for the Terrell, unfortunately. We are rooting for the current score is 4-3 for Poland, so we have to win both games today to have any chance. But we'll see. So if the opponent, if the Terrell is having judgment in hand, he should be looking at removing the playing now the Scheming Septum back to draw a card, or just do any trick and then just because you would like to remove that. Definitely to have the gold for the cancel. And you see military challenge with both of them. That will be on a post. Nothing can be done here. I wonder why he attacked with both characters. We see Incinerate. There you go. The cheeky one of so we see Incinerate and we have Missandei, Shadow of the East and Khal Drogo discarded, and to burn down Baristan. Oof. You will see a copy of the nearly discarded for the claim. That was a very... Oh, Missandei. So he doesn't want to lose copies. So Armor Goris, and there is no reset on the other side, so I don't know why. It's an intrigue challenge that will be definitely defended. And the dominance will go to the Bulgarian side. Oh, he can jump the Septum for a gold and a card draw now, but he'll have to discard at the end, so he decided not to do it. Now this Septum is probably doomed on the board. Let's see what other cards in Shadow there are for the deck. So we have Merintrand, Sir Mandan Moore, Sir Robert Strong, Knight of Flowers, a single copy of Pinch of Powder, and I think that's it. On this side of the... and Scheme Acceptance, of course. On the side of Shadow, there are quite a bit of Shadow cards. So maybe it will be a struggle to have the Dragon Pit working, but we'll see. We have won into Late Summer Feast, Drugon, Pleasure Barge. So the first Pleasure Barge for you is free just because of the Gates of the Moon. There is not that big of a drawback. We see Merinis Market used to return Khal Drogo to the bottom of the deck. Or we see Sir Talbot Seri, so he gets trained when we have a vocation trigger. And we see Osmond, who's gonna probably be bestowed for just one. I would definitely consider more here. And I have Card and Shadow. Huh. The military. This has to be probably fully defended for one reason or another. But let's see what will happen. All the events are possible with that much gold. So let me check them for you as well. So possible events: Dragonist's Slave, Consuming Flames, Dracarys, and Shadow of the East. Just because there is that one card in Shadow, which I have no. Actually, I don't know what it is. I don't think it was Jorah. Oh yeah. But if you wanna defend here, you have to defend with everything, which is a good thing. You cannot risk it. You have there is the to go at your hand, but still, if you just defend with 7, even if the event is played, you're gonna get pinged for 1, and then Drogon gonna do his thing. But yeah, I assume there is Consuming Flames in the hand. I would assume there is Consuming Flames in the hand. You see Garwan brought in. That's an interesting choice just because he's not a Kingsguard, so you won't be able to get him with the White Swords later. Because for me, I personally think that he should be used to ambush a Kingsguard and then just get it with the swords next turn. That's a pure profit. Now, not that much. The question is, are we gonna see bestow here and how much? He can go for 2. And defense flavor. That is perfectly fine. So we don't waste resources, we don't get a military challenge back. For gold could be Sir Mandan, which could be a problem. But then he can be killed with the events as well. So I don't think we'll see a challenge here. Gonna see a renown on Garwan. But currently all these cards are one-offs. Oh, actually Osmond is gonna stand. Yeah, that is true. I always forget this. And that's where audio bomb comes very clutch sometimes, and we won't see any more challenges. So indirect challenge, defend, which removes the option for Dracarys. Yep, but he's going to defend it. Now the question is, are we gonna see military? Oh, we have a bounty of High Garden. Yep, nothing to be done there. This is a Robert Strong. Gonna kill a copy of Danny. I'm going to see military challenge with him. Draw a card for late summer feast. I assume Durban is going to die or Danny. Durban? Okay. And power challenge. Now we're gonna burn this guy probably. We see no defense. Any card draw. We should see the Septon triggered now. Definitely. I don't think there is anything to think here. You just jump the bastard back to your hand. You're getting more Morgulist. Probably. Yep. Increasing Garwan discarded. So this is a very tempting board to discard just because Robert is winning almost all the challenges, although now the hand is pretty healthy for the, and we see the reach. Honeyvine discarded. I wouldn't think probably discarding the Honeyvine. Now the question is what we're going to see for next spot. Yep, Morgulus. Definitely Morgulus. Now the question is how much he will be able to get on the board. Back to 6. He just went over the threshold, so he was right. And definitely complete the setup turn here. 5 gold is not enough gold, but it's enough if this is a Knight of Powers. We have a Hedge Knight. And looks like that will be an a Septon. So one goat is not enough for most of the shadow shenanigans. Oh, high tower knight. Okay. Brought in the action advantage. So this should be power, probably. Yep. High tower knight. Right now. So the Tyrell, I don't think he has any more economy, big economy plots. So, yep, compelled could be called it's a big economy plot, but there is not enough economy there, to be honest. So I won't be surprised to see next turn King in the North probably, for Winter Festival, but the Winter Festival is very dangerous to have it, just because you'll probably see close call next turn from the Targaryen to get Dany back. And you see Crown discarded. That's not something you would like to see, but it could be returned to the bottom of the deck immediately. So, yeah. And we see the second move to the top of the deck. And dominant goes to the Targaryen spell. So 9-0 currently, not looking good for the Targaryen. So King in the North into March, definitely. But unfortunately, I don't think he has the economy to play something with King. Oh no, he actually has it. So this is 8. So there is enough gold for a king. And if he has bounty, even more gold. We see the Tyrell going first. Oh, yep, king rally. And 7 gold for the. So Drogon is dead. But Dany is currently dead. Currently, unfortunately, only one goat left, so consuming flames will kill this knight definitely, and then Random gonna be marched. But that slows down the turn for with one more. Oh, sorry, big yawn. I'm still sleepy. How do I woke up early? I think it's time for my second coffee. We see Targaryen war list. And that's it. So you definitely do a challenge only with Renly here. At least that's what I think the approach should be. Do a single challenge with Renly and nothing more. That high tower knight is too scary, too vulnerable currently with just one goat on your side. And do a trick challenge with Renly for the unopposed and six goat. There could be few things coming out of shadows, but not enough. Basically that means Jora. Oh, look at this. So I don't see the reason why we didn't see intrigue challenge. But if someone in chat could enlighten me, be very grateful. I don't think there is anything that can burn through 5 strength and Q in the same time. So and we don't see challenges. So next turn definitely gonna be close call. And opponent is at 10. March again. Okay, a march makes sense. The question is what Kingsguard is gonna come into play. So next big scary Kingsguard is Bayon Swan. And we see Bulgarian decided this time he's going to be first and go on the offensive. We see white swords. So Jamie, okay. And a little bit of renown. And 7 gold, 9 gold. I wonder if we're gonna see Khaldroko maybe or something. Another card in shadow, another card in shadow. Those are native shadow cards. And 5 gold left. This isn't looking good, honestly. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't reach the bottom to mute myself. Oh. And definitely probably gonna see the Septon. Marshall, he's still alive. And let's see how much renown there is currently. We have 3 renown, and he's at 9 unopposed. Renown, unopposed, renown, unopposed. Renown is more than enough, unfortunately, if all 3 challenges are unopposed. Jamie gets renown, he gives renown himself in an icon to other king card characters. We see no challenges again. If you have the chance to win here, I think you have to go for it. The longer the game goes, the worse it is for you. Just try probing one by one. There is definitely hand judgment in the Terrell hand. You see consuming flames and judgment. What was discarded for consuming flames? Or does the hand judgment stop with the discard? No. I mean, it's not worth it with then, so. Over royalist. Starting Sergio Mormont, and Sergio Mormont going back to shadows. And we're gonna see on the position here. And get a noun. And another consuming flames in hand. Military challenge with Jamie. Should be opposed as well. Joro is 5, 4, so yeah, the Shadow Black Assassin is going to come out and oppose the challenge as well. And power unopposed, renown. Card draw, he decided not to trigger. And that's going to be 14. And phew. Now the question is next turn, what's left for the... We have Winter Festival, and I think so. Probably we're definitely gonna see Winter Festival or Compelled by the Fate to move everything to the. Yep. So looks like Durgon got revived. So probably Durgon is the card that's coming down. I mean that's the out that probably the Targaryen is looking for. Unfortunately not. So congrats to Poland for winning the series. A pretty tough series for us, to be honest. Also there were some mishaps. But yeah, congrats to our opponents. And let's hope for a better work next time. So this is currently 5 to For them, last game will be tonight at 9 o'clock local time, my time, so James to stream. So let's hope someone maybe stream it. Richard, I know you're in chat, I saw you, so maybe you can cover my game. Thanks everyone for joining. I don't think I'll be streaming the afternoon. I'm gonna go out and do some stuff, so see you tonight. Bye bye.